fight single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
unlicensed
therapy with Ari Manis.
One of my favorite people.
You say that to everyone, though.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you say to. I've heard you say it to 3 other people. I've heard
Who?
you say you're one of my favorite
To who?
people.
I always tell people Ari Manis is one of my favorite people.
You mean that?
Yeah.
You liar.
I swear. I say it all the time.
Who have you said that to?
I've said it.
Here, go talk right up in there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I've said it to like guys at the store, door guys. Jessie, my roommate, I said it to her.
We kissed on the lips one time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Who else? I've said it to Allie Mack.
Alan Kofsky. Yeah.
Pretty much all the same people that we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We run in similar circles.
Yeah. I think so.
How long have you lived in LA now?
10 months.
10 months? How does it feel like 10 months or does it feel longer or shorter?
It just feels like it's just been going.
Yeah.
It
You've been
doesn't-
grinding.
Yeah. I tried.
You've been attacking full force. You're trying to make your parents proud. Right? Are they proud of you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's hard to explain to them what, like,
How often do you talk to them on the phone?
not too often.
That's not an answer.
I know, right? Yeah, that's not an answer at all. I'd say probably, like, on the phone, probably, like, twice a month.
Oh, you don't talk to them that much at all. Once every 2 weeks?
Yeah, like, we'll send, like, random texts here and there, like.
So you're not
in.
that close. You're not talking every other day. What'd you do today?
No, I can't do that.
Do they help you?
Because I'm like, I have nothing to report back.
Do they
really.
help you out financially at all?
From time to time, yeah.
Time to time. Do you have a job right now?
Mm-hmm.
What's your job?
I work at a hotel. I do in-room dining.
Does that mean you bring food? Like
Yeah,
like
I
room
take
service?
orders. Yeah, room service.
That's cool. You worded that very fancy.
I know, yeah.
I do in-room dining.
Well, because I know.
I bring people their room
so stupid.
service.
I guess I could have just said that. It's because I say it all the time at work.
Oh, that you do in-room dining.
Yeah, it goes, Shapel, this is Shapel with in-room dining. How can I assist you?
So it's rich people you're dealing with.
Yeah.
What's the biggest tip you ever got?
Expensive.
What's the biggest tip you ever got?
It wasn't from that. It was from valet.
What was the biggest tip you ever got from in-room dining?
Like $20.
$20. And what's the valet tip biggest you ever got?
The biggest valet tip I ever got was dude tipped me like $260.
Damn.
Yeah.
He just goes, here you go, and he gives you just like all the cash in his wallet. Like, how was
Yeah.
it $260?
Oh, was it 400? One dude, yeah.
How did you react? Did you go, thank you, man?
Nah,
Thank
I
you
was
so
like-
much? Or did you walk away and then realize, like, how'd it go down?
He cuffed it, and I was like, okay, cool, thanks. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. Like, cause I never look at like when they pass it to me.
Yeah, you don't want to count it in front of them.
Yeah, and I never.
So you
like,
you just said appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate
Then you
it,
walked
thank you.
away and looked at it.
Yeah, and then I was like, damn. But it was expected because this dude had like a real nice Rolls Royce.
But $400 expected?
Yeah, he was like a baller.
Yeah, but you were expecting 400 like that much?
Was I expecting that? No.
Yeah.
No, I was not.
It may not have been surprising in retrospect, but in that moment were you like, damn, my whole life's about to change.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? What's comedy? You know,
Dudes. Oh, you were doing comedy at the time.
Yeah.
This was this in LA or in another place?
This was in Phoenix.
In Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, like when I was younger, I thought, man, if I just had $2,000, what else do I need?
Yeah. So funny.
And then you get $2,000.
And you're like, oh damn, I need more.
I need way more than that.
Way more.
I need now I'm up to 9. I
Yeah.
got 9,000 in my bank account right now. I'm doing better than I ever have.
I like how you just
But-
casually brag about it too.
But it's nothing.
I know.
9K is nothing, dude.
But
What
you
can
know,
I
like-
do with 9K? I could spend that tonight in one night if I wanted to.
What's so
Easy.
funny is like in a different state, like your 9G is like, oh shit.
It goes further than in LA.
Ari Manis has
Oh, yeah.
$9,000. What?
I could easily go to, well, I don't like nightclubs, but if I did,
Oh yeah.
I could go there, get a table and a bottle, and half of it's gone in an instant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Or all of it, depending on the place.
Yeah, depending on what you're doing. I don't do nightclubs either.
How much money do you have in your bank account?
Right now, like a little under a G.
You got under 1K.
Yeah.
So I'm 9 times richer than you?
Yeah, you are 9 times richer than
That's cool,
me.
dude. That's sick.
Why you do that? I should have saw that setup.
Dude, that's tight.
I missed that.
Well, you'll get there, dude. One day I'm going to be borrowing money from you, for sure.
I mean, I don't.
In today's climate, I'm dropping real quick.
Nah, you're doing good.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, thank you. I'm not though.
You are.
No, I had a panic attack yesterday of how bad I'm doing.
Okay. But how old are you?
29. I'm almost 30. I'm very old.
You 30? You almost 30? Still having panic attacks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, define panic attack. Some people would say it wasn't a panic attack. It was a panic attack for me.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Are yours do you feel it in your body?
Like, for me, a panic attack is where I start overthinking shit and I get a little sad and I have to leave the room and be alone. If I'm around people, I'm like, I need to walk out of this and just walk away and just give myself a minute to breathe. That's kind of a panic attack for me.
Do people try to be like, all right, wait?
No. I don't make a scene of it. It's not
okay.
People go, what the fuck happened with that guy?
Yeah.
I just, I get out of the conversation. Hey, good thing, whatever,
You're
walk away.
One. See, you don't bring people into
I'm
your
composed.
shit.
I remain composed. Yeah.
That's good. Other people are just like,
Or most of the time I'm alone. And then I don't need to walk away. I just sit there.
Do you lay down?
Sometimes, yeah. I spend a lot of time in bed.
You do?
Maybe that's where they come from to begin with. Maybe I spend too much time in bed.
Yeah.
I have a really comfortable bed, though. I have a memory foam mattress.
See.
I have an off-brand memory foam mattress from Amazon
that
had 4.5 stars out of 5 reviews. It's very comfortable.
Damn. Ain't that the life? What do you got, a king?
Queen.
Yeah. That's
I could do a king. I could afford it. I want you guys to know. I could afford a king-size bed, but it would be just I'd rather have the extra room in my bedroom. I don't have that big of a bedroom.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, no need to get a king.
But just so you know, I could get a king.
You could.
I could fit it in, and I can afford to get it.
I like the way you floss. The way you floss is
What does that mean? Is that an expression?
Yeah, floss is the way you in a sense show that you're doing okay through what you have.
You like that I'm materialistic and brag about my money?
Yeah.
You like that?
But because most people do it with chains and cars and stuff like that. You do it through beds.
Well, I mean, first off, yeah, I only buy functional things. I'm never buying $100 pair of Nikes. I'm never buying jewelry or an expensive watch.
Yeah.
I'm never buying a Bugatti. I'm gonna drive a Camry no matter what. Mm-hmm. Maybe if I'm a millionaire, I'll get a cool old car, but it'll still be very modest. I'm never driving around.
I'm
something.
cool with old school Jeeps. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm obviously joking when I'm bragging about my money because $9K ain't a lot.
Now
if I had $1 million,
now you're backing up.
If I had $1 million, I wouldn't say I have $1 million to everyone. Well, at least I don't think I would. Maybe we'll see when I get there. But if I was actually rich, I wouldn't walk around going, I got $1 million, dude. I'm a million times richer than you.
I don't think rich people do that in general.
Some do. Look at those YouTubers. What's that guy? I don't remember. What's that guy that has fancy cars and he's always taking videos in his mansion with pretty girls and he has YouTube ads and teaches you how to make money? I don't remember.
Is he a buff guy?
Probably. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of people that definitely brag about their money.
Yeah,
especially in this town, in LA.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I take that. I'm sitting here thinking rich people are modest.
Dude, there's comedians. I'm not gonna say names, but there's a comedian and he's a nice guy who drives into the Comedy Store in a purple Porsche 911. It's like $120,000 Porsche that's bright purple.
Really?
That's about as loud of a statement that I have money as I've ever seen.
It's a what? How much car?
It's a $120,000 Porsche 911.
Damn.
Is it Porsche or Porsche? There's always been a debate.
No, you know, because
I've heard both.
I've never gone that far into cars like that.
I think it is both. I've heard both, and
wouldn't-
I've been corrected from both sides. I've said Porsche, and someone's like, it's Porsche. And I've said Porsche, and someone's like, it's a Porsche.
Where's Porsche from? Italy?
No, Porsche is from... Is it Italy? I thought it was... Or Germany. I can't remember
That's
now.
not a German car.
Maybe it is Italian.
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes, those are all German. Porsche.
Mercedes is German?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Porsche is... Now it's going to bother me now.
I think it's Italy.
It's either Italy or Germany, I think.
No, it's
It's one of the two. It's not American, I know that.
It's Australian, dude.
It's not Australian, I know that. No. There's an Australian company called... I actually really like their cars. Are you into cars at all?
Not really.
Not even though you're a valet?
Yeah.
There's an Australian car company I really like called Holden, who's now a subsidiary of GM. So it's now technically an American car company, but it started as Australian. It's Holden.
And it's newer.
I mean, they still make cars. Yeah, they make new cars, but they've been around a while.
Okay.
And they make some pretty cool cars. There's a Holden Commodore, Holden Ute I really like.
Ute?
Yeah, and occasionally they'll bring one of those cars over to the U.S. and rebrand it as like a Pontiac or a GM.
Really?
Like, for example, there was something called the Pontiac G8 in 2008. That was actually a Holden Commodore.
Really?
And then
I remember
there
those.
is a car called the Chevy SS. That's a newer car.
Australian?
It's a Chevy SS. It's basically like a 4-door Camaro, super fast Chevy, and that's actually a rebranded Holden.
Remember when Daewoo was trying to pop on cars?
I don't know who's Daewoo.
You never heard of Daewoo? You never seen a Daewoo car?
Mm-mm.
Daewoo makes like TVs and random shit like that, and they try to make a car too.
Oh, so it's like a electronic company.
Yeah.
Daewoo. Okay. And they tried making a car and no one bought it.
They didn't really pop like that.
Yeah, companies will try crazy shit. Sharp just came out. Have you heard of Sharp Electronics?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They just
that's
came
OG,
out.
right?
Yeah, been around a while.
Yeah.
They make TVs, projectors, that sort of thing. They just came out with an 8K camera at CES, the Consumer Electronics Show this year.
Really?
Yeah.
People are trying, man.
I'm nerding out a little bit. I don't think I talk about this most of the time on the podcast, but I every year I read all the news about Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. In fact, one year, my junior year of high school, my dad took me to. Now, some of you are going to judge me and be like, "You're so spoiled. Your dad took you to the CES in Las Vegas." I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Yeah.
It's like Vegas. First off, Vegas is a 4-hour drive from where I live. And
Are you
it was
originally
free
from
to
California?
go. I'm from San Diego.
Got it.
So it's 4 hours away. It's a free event to go to. I got passes by pretending to be a tech company, and I got us passes. So yeah, my dad paid for the gas to take me to Vegas and got us a hotel room. Yeah, I'm spoiled, okay? I had a good dad. Quit judging me.
Yeah, how can you hate? You can't hate on that. And you did that all authentic. You know, it was all authentic.
Yeah, I was a kid. I would nerd it out, and my dad took me to Vegas, okay? And, this was cool. So I was 16 at that time, and it was at the same time as the Adult Entertainment Expo, which is also in Vegas.
It is.
And they even share one of the hotels. So there's the...
Was that at the MGM?
That was at the Sands, I believe, the
Okay.
Sands Hotel. And because the CES is a bigger convention than the Adult Entertainment Expo. So the electronics show is at multiple hotels. And the the adult show is in this one, and CES is also in that one at the same time. So I was walking around the hotel looking at the electronics, and I'm just seeing like all these porn stars everywhere, and people are coming up to me. They're like, "Are you allowed to be in here? You look too young," because they thought I was there at the adult thing.
Oh, they thought.
And I was with my dad, so it was a little weird.
Yeah.
Like if I was with you, I'd be, probably I'd have a boner. I'd pull it out of my pants, and we'd look at each other. We'd see who has a bigger boner at the festival, at the Entertainment Expo. We'd have a boner contest, but you can't do that with your dad, or it's weird.
No, yeah, that is weird. Because there's that bloodline connection.
So I'd like to go back. That was the last time I went. I'd like to go back with.
Oh, you haven't been back since?
No, not to the Entertainment Expo or the Electronics Show.
That would have been dope if it was like an every year thing for you.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have that kind of money or time, but if I did, maybe
money.
one day.
You got money.
I guess I do have that kind of money, but I'm not ready to drop 1/10 of my net worth to go, at least, right? It's going to be at least $1,000
Yeah.
trip to go to Vegas.
I hope when they Google your name, like right now, they see your net worth.
Dude, that'd be hilarious. Like, I'm not, first off, I'm obviously not a celebrity, but it would be funny if I was on Celebrity Net Worth and it said $9,000. Dude, that would be amazing. We have to make that happen.
Yeah.
Who do we contact?
It literally needs to happen. They got to give it to you.
What they say, like, everyone's 3 connections away from knowing someone. Is that what they say? Something like that? Like,
never heard
we
that.
could find a random person in the world.
Uh-huh.
And within 3 connections of someone we know, we could figure out like a connection to that person, like
Got
my
it. Okay, I see
cousin's
what you're
friend's
saying.
boss or something like
yeah.
that. So with the power of the internet, if 1,000 people are listening to this, which I can see the numbers, it's
I
about
hope
1,000.
listen.
There's
when
about
I share
1,000.
when I share this, like
Yeah.
all my people, like
Yeah.
you
So I
better-
have roughly about 1,000 people are going to listen to this, maybe a little more.
okay,
Someone's got to know the person who owns Celebrity Net Worth, or they know the person who knows the person.
yes.
So let's use our powers. I want to be on that site. I want to be Ari Manis. I want to be on Celebrity Net Worth, even though I'm not a celebrity. And I wanted to say net worth $9,000.
Now, here's another question. Do you
Mm-hmm.
have a good red carpet picture?
I actually do. I've been on,
There we go.
various red
And
carpets.
I figured you have. That's what
Now
I was like,
they weren't the biggest red carpet events, but based on the picture, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
they
know.
look real. One of them might have been a comedy club. One of them might have been a podcast festival.
Yeah.
But they look like real red carpet photos.
Yeah, see, that's what. Yeah.
And that's all.
And that you could just
that
throw that on
matters.
there. They Google Ari Manis.
Getty images. Yeah,
Getty
I have
images.
some. I've been tagged in several Getty images.
I don't know what that is, but
I don't really know either. But I think what it is. I think I can speak for what it is. Here's what Getty Images is. So let's say you go to a red carpet event for this TV show you're in, right?
Yeah.
So at that red carpet event, there's, let's say,
By the way, thanks for creating a dope future for me by saying that. So keep.
could be a
going.
movie, could be a
Okay,
TV.
there
You're
you
gonna
go.
get something.
There you
You're
go.
popping off, dude. you're gonna get it all. That's what you think I'm interviewing you because I don't believe in you. This is all a game for me, dude.
It's
I'm
all a
making the
game.
connection now, so you owe me something, dude.
Yes. Yes.
You're gonna help me out later.
You know, and I'll do that.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of your favorites. You said.
Yeah. Exactly. See.
Okay. So let's say
Yeah.
you get your TV show, right? Or you're on a
Mhm.
TV, whatever. You're at this red carpet event. You're in a suit.
Yeah.
There's 50 photographers at this event.
Mm-hmm.
They're all taking photos of you. A lot of them don't even know who you are. They're just taking photos. They want to capture the event. Then at the end of the night, they probably give some of those photos to the social media team of that event. But then they have all these photos. They're like, shit, what can I do with these photos to make a little money? They upload them to Getty Images, and they tag everyone in the photos. And what that does is, let's say you saw the photo and you're like, damn, that's a great photo of me. I would love that photo printed or post a high res on my social media. Oh, looks like I have to pay $80 to get that photo without the Getty Images banner. So they sell it through it. Another thing that might happen is, let's say you do that red carpet event,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next day you blow up somehow. You sexually harass a woman, and your story is blowing up from
Yeah.
that. Then all these news outlets want a picture of you for their article that they're writing about you.
And
They
then-
Google you and they see that Getty Images photo, and they could buy it off Getty Images for $80. So that's what Getty Images is.
Damn.
It's another way for photographers to make money
Wow.
from their work. Yeah.
That's pretty clever. I guess.
It's
Yeah.
it's just another
Just another
business.
business. People
What
trying
would
to-
be your dream TV show? Are you writing a TV show?
Yeah, I've written like 50.
You've written 50 TV
I'm
shows?
lying, bro.
Huh.
No, I haven't written like 50.
What about it? Have you written one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like based off my unique life.
Of being an adopted
Yeah, and, like,
cheerleader
Yeah.
comedian.
Nah, I don't put comedy with it.
No comedy. What's your job in it? what-
Music on a music venue, concert venue.
So it's a little fiction then,
Yeah, little fiction.
because you've never owned
I wish.
a music venue. Really? If you had $100 million right now,
Like if I had something like a
here's $100 million.
uh-huh.
What's your side business that you start just for fun?
Like a skate,
like non-related to comedy or
like
entertainment.
A skate shop.
A skate shop? Do you skate?
Yeah.
What's the best trick you could do?
Frontside flip.
That's a pretty good trick.
Yeah, that's like my specialty because it's a really good one that I do.
I longboard.
Oh, you longboard?
Yeah.
I longboard. I have a longboard.
You don't
too.
hate longboarders?
No.
No.
Because it's just cruising. You
One
know what I
time,
mean? And it's convenient. You know.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I used to skate, and I just wasn't good. Like I could kickflip once in a while. I could ollie easy. I could drop in, but I wasn't good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not coordinated. Whatever the reason is,
Yeah.
I didn't get good. I didn't have a good coach.
You don't have a coach for skateboarding.
I didn't have a good mentor. I didn't have none of my friends were good.
Oh,
I never got good.
Yeah,
like I was the best of my friends and I wasn't good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then it's like, damn, what can I do?
Yeah. So like, I got into longboarding because longboarding, I feel better than I am, you know? Like you can cruise down a street fast and just kind of carve.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're good at it, even though you're not really good.
Yeah.
You just kind of feel like it. So that's why I got into it. I even did a trip where I skateboarded from Santa Cruz to San Diego. I did like a long distance skateboarding trip. Northern California. So it was like 600 miles.
You did that?
Yeah, with a backpack and a tent. And I just skateboarded the whole way down.
You did that?
Yeah, I did.
What?
I got really into it. And right after college, as a little graduation present to myself, me, 4 friends, or was it 5?
Oh, was you and 4 friends?
Yeah, we skateboarded from Santa Cruz where I went to college.
Y'all document it?
A little bit. We brought a camcorder. Went from Santa Cruz, went to college to San Diego. It took us 2 weeks.
Wow.
And only, 6 people started the trip. 3 people finished the trip.
Wow.
3 people couldn't make it.
So how'd they get home?
The 3 people that quit it was California, so they either got picked up or they took a bus back.
Damn.
To wherever they're from.
What a trip.
Yeah, here's how it went down. So I did earlier in my college life.
Mm-hmm.
I did a trip where I skateboarded from Oregon to New York, which sounds crazy, West Coast, East Coast, but we had a car following us and we did it relay style, right? So like I would skate 30 miles a day, then the next guy on the team would skate 30 miles a day.
What?
So it was way easier.
Am I listening to right now?
So it's not as crazy as it sounds because, I mean, it was still hard. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't, compared to the second trip, it wasn't that hard, if that makes sense. Because we had a Suburban, and I would just do 30 a day, no backpack. We had water following us. We were just like, to be honest, looking back, like I could do that again.
In a sense, like the ambulance is following you.
Yeah, we had an ambulance following us with water. We didn't have a heavy pack with us.
Yeah.
When we were tired, we'd take a break. If I was tired, I would pull over and be like, give me 5 minutes, and then I'd go again. Whereas when you're skating with a backpack, there's no car.
Oh, yeah.
From Santa Cruz to San Diego, it's just you and your skateboard. So that was
harder.
It was so much harder. It was like 10 times harder. It was.
I've never done anything.
The end of the
that
day,
adventurous.
you're exhausted, and it's sketchy too because you're on these roads with cars. When you're in the Suburban, if there's a really sketchy area, you could pull off to the side of the road and skip it in a Suburban. Like one time, a cop told us, "Hey, you're not allowed to skateboard here," and they made us get in the car and skip it. But when you have no car and it's you and your skateboard, there's no skipping nothing.
So you're just on the highway, or whatever.
Highway or side road or the 101. You're everywhere. So I forget where I was going with this, but I was gonna tell you why 3 people stopped. I did that trip, that first trip, the relay style, and everyone finished, and it wasn't too hard. In my head, I thought this next trip will be a little harder, but I didn't realize how much harder it would be. And I took people who, let's just say, weren't that good of skaters. Some of them were all right, and then some of them were worse than me. Like I took a girl, and I took a guy who just got into skating for that trip.
Wow.
And he practiced a little bit ahead of time, but wasn't the strongest skater.
Y'all had extra baggage.
So, and it's funny because this guy, every day of the trip, he's saying, "Hey, this girl needs to quit. She's not keeping up with us. She can't do this trip. Like, you need to send her home, dude." And I'm like,
you need to send her home like you're a teacher.
No, but that's because I organized it.
Oh, God.
And I felt like a little bit responsible. And she was like, she fell a few times and she would like fall way behind and we'd have to wait for her. And at the end of the day, but it was this one guy and he goes, dude, we can't do this with her. Like, you need to send her home. So finally, at the one point, and he was right, we did. So finally, halfway through the
it
trip,
was known, like, it was, like, obvious, like, yo, we should probably.
Yeah, I mean, it got to the point where on the last day, she was, like, hitching rides to catch up with us. And at that point, it's like, she's not even doing the trip. You know what I mean? If she's hitchhiking to catch up with us, that kind of defeats the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I sat her down and I go, listen, you're the toughest chick in the world for trying to do this.
Yeah. You got to give her that.
I respect it. It was an emotional thing because think about it.
Because I wouldn't have done it.
She's a week into skating at the end of each day because it's a 2-week trip.
Got it.
So for 7 days in a row, she skated her ass off. She fell a few times. At the end of the day, we are exhausted. We are dirty. Like, it's really hard. Like, it's fun, but it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. It was really hard. It felt like running a marathon every day. I've never ran a marathon, but you know what I mean? Like, when you get to bed, you pass the fuck out, and then when you wake up in the morning, you are dreading the day ahead.
You're a zombie.
You're a zombie, and it's even though it's fun for the accomplishment, it's not that fun. You know what I mean? It's a real toll on your body. So anyway, she put in a week, and at this point, I'm telling her she can't continue. So she starts crying. Partly you could say because she's a girl, but partly because
she was thinking about the week she just
wasted a week, and then she's like, and of course I'm the first one to have to back out, and I'm a girl, so she's feeling like she's representing women by quitting, and I'm like, dude, don't think like. Forget that shit.
At this point, it's like
it's
a safety
amazing.
thing.
Yeah, it's a safety thing. I don't want to be responsible for your death. You're amazing for doing. But as soon as we told her she couldn't continue, the dude who was telling me to drop her the whole time quits the next day. He like just didn't want to quit before a girl quit.
Pussy. Sorry.
Maybe. I don't know. He's not here to defend himself, so he could say, maybe his head is that's not true. It just felt like that. I just quit for other reasons. Whatever.
Wow.
But yeah,
it does make you a suspect, though.
It's definitely a little suspect. But that trip I did right before I moved to LA. So I did that trip from Santa Cruz to San Diego. Mm-hmm. I had done comedy maybe 5 times.
Okay.
When I did that. And then I think I chilled for like a week or 2 in San Diego, and I moved to LA.
Damn.
Right after that. So I came here like skateboarder, comedian, Ari.
You could probably, actually, it's probably a little bit tougher from San Diego to LA.
Oh, I did do it when I did the trip. I went from LA to San Diego.
Or, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean, going back. That'd be easy. I actually have a fantasy where, I could do this now. I don't need to wait, but it would be
from Northern. That's what. Okay.
It would be a lot of effort to do this, but I have a fantasy of starting a nonprofit organization that once a year organizes a 1 weekend trip from LA to San Diego on a skateboard. Like anybody could do it who wants to do it. And it's just the weekend. So it's just a miniature version of what I did from LA to San Diego once a year. And we raise money for cancer or black people or something. Something good.
Yeah, something good. Yeah.
Women's rights. I don't know. Whatever's hot.
Yeah, whatever's
Maybe
hot
we
right
mix
now.
it up each time. Maybe each year we raise money for something else. Yeah. But no, I think you do it if you did it for the same thing each year.
Raise money for people to have 9K.
Yeah. No, but I think if you picked one organization to do it for every year, it would grow more.
Yeah.
If it doesn't grow if I keep mixing up the charity.
True.
But maybe, who knows? I don't know. Who cares? Maybe I do it anyway.
Who cares? Yeah,
it's a passion project. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that need help, not just women's rights. So 1 year we do women's rights.
That is true.
One year we do black rights. 1 year we do cancer rights.
Uh-huh.
1 year we do just rights, just human rights.
Just rights, human rights.
Yeah, we get everyone involved.
Hold the fist up, you know what I mean? Yeah, power to the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's intense.
Which do you think is more of a thing right now? Like white people suck or men suck? There's like all these battles right now in society between men and women and white people and everyone else. Which do you think?
You know what, man? Like, here's the thing with me. I try not to get my head wrapped up in any of that shit.
Well, I'm glad you're here then. We could force you to wrap your head into it.
And this is why. Because it's like, like, why would I don't know. Like, I understand, like, it's an issue and it's a problem, but I was like, what can I actually do about it? I'm like, the best thing I can do is just be a better person. You know what I mean? Work on being a good person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like, just so others, eventually see that. But I don't know. There's a lot of things that.
But what do you do after you accept that you're not a good person? What do you after you realize you're just an asshole?
No, I don't think I'm
No,
an
you're
asshole.
You're a
I
nice
used to
guy.
be, but I'm not.
Did
now.
you?
Yeah.
When were you an asshole?
Oh, when my anger was at its like.
When was
worst.
this?
I'd say.
Were you really an asshole, or are you just saying that? What made you an asshole?
No, I was. I mean, my anger. I was just set off easy.
You would go off on other people?
Oh yeah.
You'd be like, "Fuck you, you're a bitch."
Heavy. Yeah, I tried to.
Did you fight?
Yeah, I tried to fight my teachers.
You're
I
at
tried
in
to
high
fight
school?
Yeah.
You would get in
It was
fist
like-
fights
it was
with
like my-
teachers,
Yeah, I tried.
and you didn't get expelled for that?
Nah, man. They suspended me though.
You were a cheerleader and getting in fights with your teachers.
So man, this was when I just got into high school too.
9th grade.
So where I come from, 7th through 9th was junior high. And
So
10th
10th
through-
grade. So
yeah,
it's 10th grade.
Yeah, and so it was like the first month of school, like or something like that. I was barely into cheerleading, like a couple weeks in the cheer, and this kid, I got made fun of a lot because I was a black dude that skated and listened to punk rock and
You got made fun of by white guys or black guys or everyone?
black guys,
Black
Mexicans, every, a lot of people, just a lot of people in general, because it was just like, and so there's this dude, he used to call me a wankster all the fucking time, and I was like,
What does that mean again?
it was from that 50 Cent song. It's like wank, like a poser, I guess.
So he's saying you're not a real black guy.
Yes, which I'm
Got
like, fuck. So he kept
Which you're
saying
not,
it.
but he kept saying it. Yeah.
So he kept saying it, right? Which is like, but like, so he kept saying it, and then one day I was like, man, I'm gonna fuck this dude up, and he said it to me, and then I was like, and I just took my fucking backpack off, right? And I used to do this thing when I would get in fights.
Were you buff at this time like you are now
No,
too? You
no.
were skinny?
I was skinny.
Okay.
I didn't get buff until after cheerleading.
Okay.
And
So you were skinny 10th grade
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Skinny 10th grade Shapel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I used to do this thing before I get in a fight where I would just like, take my fist and just smash my head and then fucking.
Wait.
Yeah.
We need to pause on this for a second. Before you get into a fight,
Yeah.
you had a thing you did
I did it
where
every
you would
time.
take your fist every time before a fight and you'd hit your head with your fist
Yeah, I'd go bam.
just to
that.
like get you riled up.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever works, I guess.
Whatever works.
Okay, so
you know what I mean?
Sorry, I don't know why I had to pause there. Okay, so you hit yourself in the head.
So then he put his folder down and like he was ready to, come at me, and then my brother's friends started grabbing me. They were like, no, like chill out.
Yeah,
And
they're
when
trying to
people
break up the
grabbed
fight.
me, like I didn't like people grabbing me. I didn't like people touching me, and so that was happening. So I was like, fighting them off. And then the teachers were. This was during lunch, so the teachers were coming from the teachers' lounge, right? And then they saw what was going on. They were like, "Okay, everybody, clear the way. We got this." And one teacher reached for me, and I swung at her.
A girl.
Yeah. Swung
And
at her.
did you? Okay, so when this happened, did you know you were swinging at a female teacher in your head?
I didn't care. I blacked out. Like my anger was so bad that I would black out.
So you just damn.
Yeah.
Did you hit her?
No, I missed. She got.
She had good cat-like
Yeah,
reflexes.
bruh.
She probably had an abusive husband. She was used to
These
it.
older women were
Yeah.
like, because I was swinging at them. Like, and there was a dude that came at me swinging at all of them. And
You know,
then-
I'll say this. What you did, obviously not okay. You were
Yeah.
a kid, not okay.
Yeah.
You know, you
Not like I'm
weren't,
gonna
you
do
weren't
it now.
yourself. Right. But why are like old, frail women teachers trying to get in the middle of a fight between two young, fit black guys? Like that's just stupid. If you're a
was
female
nuts.
teacher, an old female teacher, hey, get someone who could actually do something.
Yeah.
Don't try and break up a fight between two young hothead black kids. Are you retarded? Well, not retarded. You can't say that. You know what I'm trying to say. Are you stupid? That's
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, it was nuts, man.
That's not a brave thing of them
so
to do.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm swinging at them, right? And then my brother, he saw what was going on, right?
I need to edit out when I say retarded, huh?
You can edit it out.
Do I have to? I'm supposed.
don't know.
I
I
think
never
I
say
do.
it.
What if I'm gonna edit it out. What if, because I'm so in my head now that like with like society and things in the news, like what if 10 years from now I'm successful? Probably won't be, but let's say 10 years from now I'm successful, and then someone resurfaces me saying that word on this podcast, and I lose it all from that. Do you think that's possible? Look at Kevin Hart. From a tweet in 2011. He's getting in trouble.
I don't know the situation. See, that's why I don't get my head wrapped up in that stuff. Like, I just don't even pay attention to it.
Yeah, but you're a better person. Okay, so sorry.
My brother saw what was going on, and then he realized it was me that these teachers were trying to grab. And so he picked up a trash can and threw it at them, right?
At the teachers. He had your back.
Yeah, he had my back.
Yeah.
So he missed with the first trash can, and I'm like, bro, I'm right
and
here.
He goes around
like,
too.
Seriously, I'm like, why are you? I was like, I'm standing here too. Like, don't throw the trash can. But he picked up another one and threw another trash can at him. So all of his buddies like eventually grabbed him and they locked him in a classroom. And then we had a buff principal. His name was Dr. Hernandez, and he came up.
Mexican guy.
Yeah. He was buff.
I could tell by his last name.
Yeah. He was black. And he comes
Wait, was
up,
he black or Mexican?
No, he was Mexican. Comes up and like shoves me against the wall, right? And I shove him back. And then
I cannot believe you did not get expelled.
And then he slammed me back like even harder. And that was when I was like, oh, okay. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, he goes, I need you to calm down. He goes, if you calm down, your brother's gonna calm down. And then he was like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you at all. Like, I just want to help you. And then I was like, okay, I'll calm down. He goes, now I have to put your hands behind your back, and I have to walk you to the office. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't even get like the cuffs or anything. He goes, do we need to get the cuffs? And I was like, no, I'll just put them behind my back. And then, he walked me to the office with my hands behind my back, and the whole freaking class.
How did you get out of expulsion?
You know, I don't know why, dude. Like
to me, that seems like something to get expelled for.
I was, bro, like, I did a lot of crazy shit.
Was it a school for kind of bad kids? Yeah. Were there a lot of bad kids there? Okay, so maybe that's why.
Yeah. And it was weird, man, because my friends got expelled for like random stuff. One of my homies got in a fight and got expelled. Like, it was just one fight, And then I remember one time I kicked over. This one dude was like, as I was sitting in class, this dude was throwing paper at me from the back of the classroom, and then I flipped out and kicked the desk over and told him I was gonna fucking kill him, all this stuff. And you know what they did to me? They put me in anger management. It was like so weird.
Is the anger management what saved you? What saved you?
Not the first time, because I had to go again.
Anger management round 2 saved you?
Round 2.
You had a better anger management counselor.
Well, because this is why. It's because they took the time to get to know me. They weren't trying to say who I was, and that was my first one, because I was like, I think he just got a textbook or something. And like, which like not his fault.
He was a phony.
Whatever. Yeah. And
he was a phony bitch, dude.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't even remember his name. But the second time
I wish
around,
you did, so we can call him out for being a shitty anger management person.
I don't even know if he's alive now.
Was he old?
Yeah, he was pretty old.
Oh, okay.
He was like, you go. I'm just kidding. but so the second time they actually took the time to get to know me, and no one ever like people didn't really ask questions about me or where I came from and what blah blah blah, all that stuff. So the second time it worked, but what they made me realize was that my anger is never gonna leave. Like, it's there. Like,
even now.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah.
When was the last time you got really angry?
About a year ago.
What happened?
Sorry, or like 2 years ago. Uber driver put his hand in my face.
Why?
Because I was working valet, and he pulled up, and whenever they pull up to our drive, because it was valet at a hotel, and we have to help them locate the guests. You know what I mean? Because we like keep the drive clear and all stuff. And I was like, I don't remember what I said to him. He was something like, I was just asking like, oh, what's the name of the person or whatever. And he was like, get out of my face. And then I just,
from inside the car.
Yeah, and I just blacked out.
What'd you do?
I tried to fight him, but all the valet guys like were holding me back.
Did you get fired?
No, it did not.
That's nice.
Yeah,
because they knew you. They're like, Chappelle's a sweetheart. What happened?
Yeah, because like it's rare that I ever get like that.
Yeah, so they're like,
It's
it must be
very-
that guy's fault because Chappelle's a little sweetie pie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And which like which is like really hard. I always tell people my biggest battle is my anger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like it's a tough battle for me because I have these thoughts of like, which I prefer them to be up here than out there.
Yeah.
I just have thoughts of like, whenever someone pisses me off, to just like hurt them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like and because of what I realized is like my anger is something I have to deal with. And
Mm-hmm.
whenever I
like to call those your black thoughts. And I don't mean that the color of your skin.
yeah.
I mean
like
those are your darkness.
yes, and like my
Or
like,
did I mean the color of your skin?
Yeah. Hey, I mean,
I'll leave that up to
we'll leave that up.
interpretation.
We'll leave that up to the
What
audience.
do you guys think?
Yeah.
Racist or not racist?
Huh?
What do you think? Am I racist?
No, you don't give me that.
I like saying racist things though.
You do?
Yeah. Is that bad?
Bruh, you know what? Everyone does.
Right.
Which drives, I don't know. That's another subject. Then another thing, I don't like to.
Racism upsets you or doesn't?
Racism?
Yeah. It's all about, for me, when I kind of like, same thing
here's
with.
Here's the thing for me, like, I don't have control of what people say. I don't think anyone does. No one has control, but like
only of what you say.
Only of what we say,
Uh-huh.
and people try to police that, and and it's I've realized the damage is done to me more so worrying, and this is all coming from anger management, worrying so much more about like trying to control what people say around me.
You can't.
And I can't and I've just been fighting people for fucking years.
Right.
So it actually became a lot more dangerous for me. So when people say shit, I remember this one time years ago. This dude, I was in an argument fight with this dude, and he called me the N-word. And
You don't say the N-word?
Huh?
You don't say that word?
The N-word.
Yeah, but you don't say it? Yeah, you don't have to. I'm just wondering.
With my homies.
Cause like I obviously wouldn't say it.
Yeah, obviously.
But
no,
you don't. It was interesting for some reason. I don't know. It was
that I
interesting
said it like
that you said the N-word.
Yeah, I grew up around white people.
Yeah.
And when he said it, I laughed, and that like pissed him off, because he was just like,
He wanted you to be really upset.
yes.
But the fact that he said it and you didn't really react the way you didn't get upset. You won.
Yeah, because the thing is like, and I tell people, I'm like, you're lucky it's me. I always tell people that. I go, I get that.
How many times have someone called you the N-word with malicious intent?
Probably twice in my life.
Yeah.
Or like twice. Yeah.
So that was one of the times.
Yeah.
And what was the other time?
Ah, shit, I can't.
You don't even remember.
Yeah.
See,
like it's because literally like my anger management teachers, they made me realize how dangerous my anger is.
Mm-hmm.
Like how dangerous it is for
especially
me.
if you black out. I don't think I've ever had anger.
Yeah. And that's,
Okay, I've had anger where I get so angry that I can't control myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never been so angry that I didn't know what I was doing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's the thing about me. And they made me realize how dangerous it is. Like it's like, yo, it's not safe for you. So there's like, when people try to come at me or like say things now, like obviously I got to deal with this battle in my head, and it's something I have to deal with. But like, I don't like what makes me smile so much is like I didn't give a person the luxury of having my anger, because they taught me my anger is a precious thing and it's something for me to have.
Yeah.
And when I get crazy on other people, I'm giving them that precious thing instead of keeping it for myself. You know what I mean? Which is like, which is so crazy because most people don't like. They look at me and they go, "Oh, this is just a happy-go-lucky guy," and it's like, yeah, I'm smiling a lot and stuff like that. Is because I didn't hurt anyone today. You know what I mean? Like I didn't. Yeah,
I was gonna say, and that's good that you've got that under control for the most part now.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't think that's a problem that I would try and tackle with you today. Is your anger? I don't think I could help you with that. But Because normally I do like to help with issues, but I don't think I would be the right person.
Well, I just do. I just have to pay attention to myself a lot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In order for me to like do that. So like
breathing exercises in those moments.
No,
if you start to get angry, like what do you do? Like if you feel like a little anger coming on, like you see this could be, do you exit that situation? Like what's your strategy?
So now the vision of me kicking this person's ass is in my head.
Yeah.
That's like a thing that goes on. And then I have to I listen to like metal and stuff like that.
So you leave the situation, you put on music, you just try and clear it out. But I'm saying like, let's say
I don't have those things around me.
Let's say you're out in the world and you're in a situation with another person and you hate this guy.
Yeah.
And you feel like that anger coming. You're like, I don't know, this guy could say one thing and I'm going to go off. Mm-hmm. Do you have like, all right, just calm down. Like, what's your process for that? Like you're not there yet. You're not at a 10, but you see it coming.
Oh, I immediately just leave the situation.
You leave the situation.
Immediately walk away. It happened with someone that got offended by one of my jokes.
Oh, that's the worst. And you don't even say any. You don't even have any offensive jokes.
Exactly. I'm like, you're just a dumbass.
Like that happens to me on a weekly basis.
Yeah, and it was like the fact that I was like, I'm not gonna let them win, and I just walk away. Like I don't give them the chance.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
that almost pisses them off even more.
Yeah, and it's like, you don't get the chance. You know what I mean? That's why I don't give. Yeah, I don't give a lot of energy. Like that's why, like I don't go out. You know what I mean? I don't put myself in situations to where I know something could happen here to where it could piss me off.
Right.
So I usually you
just don't put yourself in those. That's smart. That's smart. I was gonna say for me, like I was
trying to keep peace in the world, you know.
one day at a time.
One day at a time, by staying away.
Yeah. For me, it's all about malicious intent. If someone, for example, I've grown up with Jew jokes my whole life. People make Jewish jokes about me or towards me, whatever. You know, calling whatever, making cheap jokes, whatever they are that some people would be offended by. But for me, I'm only offended if they're trying to get me down. If someone makes a Jew joke, even if I don't like it and I think it's a bad joke or a stupid joke, if I know that they had no ill will when they said it, there's nothing for me to get upset about.
Because now what they're doing is they're trying to disrespect you.
Yeah. I only would get upset if I'm like, this person's trying to upset me.
Yeah.
That's what upsets me.
Yeah.
But so for me, when it comes to just, people getting upset at racism or homophobia or sexism.
Yeah.
A lot of people are getting upset now at people that had no ill will in their hearts when they said a comment. It's like they might have been ignorant. They might have made a bad joke.
And here's the thing, like, I don't know, certain people, like, I don't know. It's almost in a sense that, like, we forget where the person is now. You know what I mean?
That too, yeah.
You forget that this person probably was going through some shit or whatever, and like, and all of a sudden they're like doing good in life, and it's like we seem to attack people when they're doing good for themselves and they seem mentally well. You know what I mean? I'm not saying everything across the board, but I just feel like we attack people in a way that's like, it's like, hey man, like. That is not the person that you're looking at right here is not the same person that would do that tweet, because otherwise if that was the same person, they still be doing or something like that.
Right. Yeah. If that tweet's from a decade ago.
Yeah, they would still be doing something like that. Like that's what I personally think. You know what I mean? And
I agree with that.
Yeah. Like it's just I don't, and I think and I used to be this way where I would get easily offended and stuff like that but then I realized a lot of the stuff with me why I was getting offended had nothing to do with the people that were like
offending you.
That were offended. It was all with me. That's why like I am the way that I am now, because like, and that's why my anger isn't like probably at like a 70% right now. You know what I mean? Which is like my calming state.
You're angry. Is that a 70%?
Yeah,
right
it's like
in this moment.
Yeah. Like
you're
a 70.
70% angry.
That's good.
No, that's very scary.
It's like a C.
You don't seem angry at all.
Yeah, but you got to know what's going on up here.
What are you angry about right now?
Yeah.
Something that I did?
No, nothing you did at all.
Just other shit in your life.
Yeah, like I'm just an intense guy. I'm just like intense. Like,
would you say you're mentally ill?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, but here's the thing about me. I don't like all this shit. I don't like to use as a crutch.
Yeah. I don't even know what crutch there would be.
Yeah.
To use. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't like to use it. Like I don't like to bring other people into it. You know?
What other issues do you have in your life that I could help you with? Are there any problems? But why are you at 70% right now?
It's just natural state.
When have you ever been at a 40%?
When have I been at a 40%?
When just something really good happens?
It's happened. It's happened.
Just when something really good is going on in your life?
I would say at a 40 when I'm on stage.
Got it. So when you're happy, when
Yeah,
you're doing well on
when
stage.
I'm on stage
And you're doing well.
Yeah. I don't even have to be doing well.
You could be bombing it at a 40%?
Yeah. I could be bombing it at a 40%.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because, like...
I get angry when I'm bombing.
See, no.
Yeah. With myself.
Yeah.
I'm like angry. I'm like, why am I not good enough to not be bombing?
Yeah.
I get angry that I'm not good enough, you know?
Yeah. Don't get angry at that.
It's hard, but it's not a thing in my control. I don't get angry to the point where I'm like yelling at people and I hide my anger pretty well, but I'm just, that upsets me sometimes. When I have a bad set, I go, man, I wish I was a good enough comedian to where I could have fixed that situation.
Oh, yeah. Social media makes me angry.
Yeah, that makes me angry too.
It makes me super angry.
Yeah, I unfollow.
Yeah.
We're going to take a couple calls, and you're going to give
it.
people advice. I'm going to fix my microphone first.
Are you serious? Yeah. This is really a thing? Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. So this
see,
is from Sherry Sarai.
What's up, Sherry Sarai?
Hi.
Hi.
I can't really seem to put my finger on exactly what's going on, but from time to time...
Before we continue, what do you think the race of Sherry is?
Play it again. Started from the top.
And do you think she's straight or lesbian? Let's continue.
Hi. I can't really seem to put my finger on exactly what's going on, but...
I think she's black.
I think she's black, too. I think she's 200 pounds, a little overweight. So before we get into your issues, Sherry, nothing wrong with well diet and exercise. I'm just going to say that.
Do you know these people?
No, I don't know who she is. But if I could tell from her voice that she's a little overweight, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You'd be a lot happier maybe before we even get into this issue.
How can you
maybe
tell that? That's like a gift.
I could be wrong.
You could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm probably wrong.
You could be wrong.
Yeah. I'm probably just being really mean.
She probably black and straight.
I'm probably just being really mean. She's probably like, I sound fat? That's a horrible thing to say.
I know,
I'm just an asshole. I might have to edit this out.
It's okay. You're good. You're good.
Sherry Sarai, me and Shapel both think she happens to be a black girl, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to say that too. There's nothing wrong with being a black girl. No. Let's continue with what her issue is.
There's not.
Time to time, it's just like this wave comes over me, and I can't get out of bed. I lack desire to do anything, literally things that I love, and I just feel really sad and broken. All of these things that happened in my past seem to just consume me. I feel like I'm fighting with depression.
I'm gonna take back my thing on her being overweight. I heard more of her. I think she's probably normal weight. I don't even think she's overweight.
Well,
but I do still think she's black.
Is she done?
Yeah, that was it.
I think for her lack of desire comes from not attacking the things from her past. Of course she's not going to want to get out of bed. Of course she's not wanting to do the things that she actually loves because she, I think she hasn't attacked the things of those past. And that was one thing I had to do. Because I started comedy in 2010, and then I stopped in 2014 and didn't get back on stage until 2016. I stopped after my brother died, And
How'd your brother die?
overdose.
OD. Okay.
Yeah. And so the thing was, like, when I stopped comedy, and it was something that I really loved and really enjoyed, but I was just too depressed.
Yeah,
and
maybe things weren't funny to you for a while.
Yeah, things weren't funny to me, and then I wasn't attacking the things of my past, the things that I was upset about, the things that were hurting me. So I just had no desire to ever want to get on stage. So I think before you can even do something that you love and really, you know, this is my personal opinion, I think you have to attack those deep, dark things inside, because if you don't attack those, I mean, obviously she even said herself, I feel like things from my past are holding me back, and that's what's happening.
I would agree with what you're saying. She needs to confront her issues.
Yeah.
And, think of why those make her sad and how to get past them. I think that's definitely something that people should do. You shouldn't bury them deep down like me.
Yeah.
Like me,
mm-hmm.
I just ignore them.
Yeah.
And just.
Do you listen to a lot of My Chemical Romance when you were younger?
I listened to some My Chemical Romance.
I was too aggressive with a lot.
I was, the hits.
Okay.
I couldn't name a single one of their album titles.
I'll Kill Her, No Filler.
I'll Kill It. That was one of them?
No, it's Sum 41, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. You should maybe get a little therapy and work those issues out. Figure out why they make you sad and why none of those things matter.
Yeah, once you let those things out, like you're
it's
obviously
in the past.
Like, because you can't take that shit back.
Yeah, that's all. Why be sad about the past? You got to learn from those things and move forward and create new memories to bury those sad ones.
Yeah, you got to. Like, what the?
If you murder
it's tough
someone,
as fuck.
I've never murdered someone.
Okay.
But if you murder someone and you felt bad about it,
yeah.
I mean, you can't tell people because then you'll go to jail, right?
Yeah.
So let's say she's sad about murdering someone. The best thing she could do is go out there and try and create so many memories that her murdering someone felt like it was so long ago and it was just like a previous life. That's the best thing she could do.
That's a fucking dark one. I'm sitting here trying to understand it.
You know what I mean? And again, I've never murdered anyone, as far as you guys all know.
Yeah.
So, but if I did and I couldn't tell anyone and I just kept it a deep, deep, dark secret, all I could do is move forward and try and make it feel like it was a long, long, long time ago.
Damn, that's one that's heavy to weigh on the conscience. You didn't hear about that rapper that did that? His name was G Dep. He was a rapper. He was signed with Diddy's label. This is like back in the day. And I don't know if he did a robbery or something like that, but he ended up killing someone, right? And the case was unsolved. And then all of a sudden he started blowing. This was in the 90s when he killed, but
then he got famous.
Yeah, he got all famous and was like, his rap career was like taking off and like all this stuff. And then it was weighing so heavy on his conscience that he turned himself in.
Damn.
Yeah, he's still serving right now. I don't know when he gets out. But it was weighing so heavy on his conscience. And when he tried to turn himself in, they didn't believe him.
They thought he was doing it for his rap career.
Yeah,
they're like, he just wants to be a killer because killers are respected in rap.
And then he explained everything in so much detail that they were like, oh shit, he really did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess good for him for turning himself in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a brave thing to do if you don't need to.
That is a fucking...
Right? To say, hey, put me in jail. That's kind of brave. And hopefully the families forgive him for his sins. The family of the killed.
Yeah. It's nuts. It's like a crazy thing to think about.
Sounds like he regrets it.
Yeah.
And I know that life can never go back, but hopefully those families...
Yeah. So, Sherry, go ahead and, turn yourself in.
Yeah, move on, Sherry, and get help. All right, we'll do one more. This is from Blake Hutcher.
So, I already know this nationality.
You think?
Yes.
We don't know if he's gay or straight.
Let's hear it.
Feel like I have lost so many people. I feel
almost don't know if he's white either.
Yeah.
I don't know what this guy is. Let's continue.
Like, all my friends have turned fake on me. I don't really have any family that I can trust, and I'm just really just unsure of like how to look forward to the future. Like, can I even trust people? I just feel like I've lost all my friends, and I don't even know who I am anymore, you know? I just really need your help, and I hope that you can do that.
I think the thing is you got to trust yourself.
I was gonna say similar thing to that. It's like you don't need anyone else.
You don't
You're
need
like,
anyone else.
I can't trust anyone. I don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
Dude, you're an adult.
Yeah.
You take care of yourself, man.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
It's like,
fuck everyone else.
I'm in a place, luckily, where I do have people I trust, but they don't do anything for me. They're just there for me as friends and family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
so
it
if
seems
you
like
don't-
he's letting people define his happiness and his sadness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, fuck that. You do that yourself.
You figure out your own life, and then if you really don't trust any of those people, then you meet new people. You get them out. You don't need them.
Yeah.
On to the
I don't
next.
care how many years you've known somebody. That's the thing. Like, it's like, oh, we've known each other for so long and had these fucking
No.
memories. It's like, if you don't match in the future, you don't match in the future.
If you don't see them every
know?
day at work, they don't need to be in your life. You know what I mean? Like, if right now, after I shut off this camera and record, if Shapel took advantage of me physically, because he's a lot bigger than me and stronger than me, if he pushed me up against this wall and violated my trust and entered my orifices, if he did that to me, guess what? He's never get invited to the garage again. It's that simple. I don't trust him anymore. He's lost my trust.
Yeah.
I'm not hanging out with Shapel. It's that
Yeah.
simple.
And then
I might even tell someone.
I would expect you to.
I might.
I would hope you did.
If you took advantage of my orifices,
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I think
dropped out.
an orifice is like holes in your body, you know?
Orf
Orf?
comes from the Latin word.
I might have made it up.
I know. I feel
Is
like
orifices?
I don't know.
Is that a word?
When I think when you said orifices, I was thinking something off like Quantum Leap.
I was thinking like my holes, like if you entered my holes.
Yeah, it sounds like something off the Quantum Leap show.
Yeah.
Hey, Blake,
Get him out of your life.
get him out of your life, Blake.
Yeah.
You don't need him. You know, like these. If you feel like they're being phony to you, what? Yeah, you just go. Oh, okay. I see where you're at. Bye.
Out.
Yeah.
On to the next. You
and
don't
it's
need
like,
them.
and when you understand how to need yourself, man, you go further, man. Seek and destroy.
Wise words from a wise young man. How old are you?
I'll be 32 in a couple weeks on the
32-year-old man. I thought he was younger just because you look young. You look good, dude.
Everyone
moisturize.
thinks that. The regular lotion.
Yeah, you use lotion. I need to start using lotion. I don't use anything. I'm chafy.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I got a lot of dead skin.
Yeah, don't do that. Moisturize.
It's hard, man.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing.
It is not tough for me actually because
It's not the hardest thing.
If I don't moisturize, I look horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you look like?
Like someone threw powder on me.
Yeah. See, for me, I'm white, so it blends. People don't even notice until they get real close,
And then like,
and they go, "Oh, you got dandruff," and then I'm like, "I know."
get you
Thanks.
get you this Burt's Bees
I use
facial
Selsun Blue.
moisturizer,
Yeah.
you know, facial moisturizer and stuff like that. You know, get you the.
Is that what you use? Burt's Bees?
Who?
You
Yeah,
use
yeah,
Burt's
yeah.
Bees? That's the one.
I don't know why I said who.
All right, I'm gonna get some Burt's Bees.
Yeah, get you
And-
some cast iron soap, man. Get you that natural stuff.
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, that's how I look so young. Is all that stuff.
All right, I'm gonna do it. Do you think it's too late for me to start doing it?
No, because then when in Hollywood they're gonna be like, "Hey, Ari, can you play a high school student?" And you're like, "Can I?"
And I'll be like, I can, but then they're gonna be like, no, you can't. Actually, you're too old. You're 30 years old.
You actually don't look old. I didn't know you were 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think I was?
I thought you were like 26.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, 29. All right. Anything you want to plug?
If
Follow
you-
him. Follow.
If you want to follow me, you can. If not, you don't have to. But
No, you have to.
Okay, you have to follow Shapel Lacey.
At Shapel
At
Lacey?
Shapel Lacey. I only use Instagram, really.
Okay, so follow him
I
on
don't have a
Instagram
Twitter.
and, you know, catch him at a live show. He's performs all over LA and
Yeah, it's fun.
goes to Phoenix from time to time,
Mm-hmm.
back home. And I'm sure you'll be on the road at some point too.
Yeah, I'll be on
So
the road.
look for Shapel.
Look for me in
Ask him
2017.
if he's not on the
Whatever it
road,
is.
maybe reach out to your local comedy club and say,
Yo,
we'd like to see Ari and Shapel there soon. Maybe do that
Exactly.
for us.
Yeah.
Maybe follow me on Instagram while you're at it, at Ari Manis. Maybe leave a comment wherever you're listening to this.
Yeah.
If you're on iTunes, leave a review. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment. Let
Say
me know.
something to us.
It's like it goes farther than you think it does. I don't like doing this for no one. I don't like doing this for nothing. I want to know that people appreciate me. I'm very sensitive and I'm very alone in the world. and I could use love even if you're a stranger.
Give him some damn validation.
Even
people.
yeah,
He needs some
I want some
reassurance.
adulations and I want it now. I want it right now
Yeah.
from who's ever listening to this.
Yeah, and
Somebody help me.
yeah, and don't misinterpret anything he said on this damn thing. Take it for what it is.
Yeah.
That.
And if you don't like it, if you don't like me,
Don't pay attention.
yeah, move on to the next podcast. Thank you so much. See you guys next week.
You're listening to
Unlicensed therapy with Ari Manis.